on very heavily. What would you like MPs like Chris Philp and his government to do for families like yours?
Wow, that's a big ask. I mean, housing is a basic human right that everybody in the UK deserves a right to a home, to be able to live in that home in peace. And right now there are up to 1 million families living in temporary accommodation. I think that's a disgrace for the UK to kind of to bear that.
Chris Philp?
Well, first of all, I'd like to congratulate Daisy May for making such a moving documentary. I've seen the trailer and I can see how much it affected her and her family's lives. And she's right, a single family who is homeless or in temporary accommodation is a family too many. The fundamental problem we have in the UK is that the population is going up by about 400,000 a year. So you need about 200,000 new homes per year to keep pace with population growth. But over the last really 10 years, we've only been building between about 100 and 150,000 homes a year.
But the Conservative government and coalition haven't been building enough.
Well, it's gone up. So when Labour left office, it was about 100,000 a year. It's gone up to 165,000 a year, but that still isn't high enough. And two things the government are doing which are beginning to help. One is a huge programme of affordable house building. So there's £8 billion available between now and 2021 to build literally hundreds of thousands of affordable homes. That includes social for rent homes and even council homes.
I want to stop you there just because the question is, are these homes affordable? You were criticised by many people when you said, a 10,000 deposit was achievable. You didn't say easily, but you said it was achievable. But is it, though? There are many people that will never make that amount of money. They will never get that deposit.
So I think you can't just sort of generalise. There are different kinds of affordable housing. So, for example, social for rent affordable housing, so provided by registered social landlords, Hyde Housing Association, those kind of people, is typically about 50 to 60% of full market rent. It's quite a big discount. Now, starter homes, that's a different kind of affordable housing. That's for people who are looking to buy their own home at a 20% discount. In a borough like Croydon, which I represent, two people earning about £20,000 a year each can afford a starter home with a £10,000 deposit. Now, I'm not saying it's easy, but I think it's a big step in the right direction.
Daisy May Hudson, is it a big step in the right direction? I mean, this is a big issue. You accept that?
Yeah, I think you really hit the nail on the head, kind of, when we hear this rhetoric by the government that we're building more homes. What homes are they? Because the kind of people that are desperately affected by the housing crisis are lower economic bracket. Often they can't afford the kind of rates that we're being offered for starter homes. I think, we need to build more council housing. We need that safety net. We need to fix the rental market because that's completely unaffordable.
On that point, that would be a bold thing to do, wouldn't it be, to tackle the issue of rents for families like Daisy May's?
Yeah, and that's what the £8 billion for the socially affordable housing is there to do. So, as you say, starter homes are not necessarily for everybody. You do need to have a certain level of income, much lower than at the moment, but still it's not for everybody. Sadly, I'd like it to be for everyone, but the truth is it isn't. That's where social housing provided by either the local council or a social housing provider comes in, and that's what the £8 billion over the next 5 years is there to provide. You need both in order to have a complete set of solutions covering the whole population.
Is there anything you're hearing that makes you confident that things will change? Your family have moved out now into a much better place, but is there anything you're hearing that makes you feel confident things will change?
I mean, homelessness figures, street homelessness has doubled since 2010. The numbers are continuing to rise, yet we're being told constantly that things are being done to kind of counter this housing crisis. I mean, we're in dire straits.
Daisy May Hudson, I'm sorry, Chris Philp, we're going to have to leave it there. Thank you so much. Thank you.